Good evening, beautiful souls. It's your girl, Luna Darling, and we are back for another week of the Luna Darling podcast. On this week's episode of Thursday, we have my beautiful Shug in the building.
Hi, everyone.
As of course, you all may not know who Shug is because not everybody called her Shug, just me. Noelle Richards. Okay. And she is a beautiful esthetician. She's also one of my beautiful spiritual sisters, and I had to have her in the building for a day of self-care as well as skincare. So welcome, Noelle. I'm so happy to have you here.
Thank you so much for having me. I have so much gratitude in my heart for you and this opportunity. I greatly appreciate it.
Of course, girl. Okay, so first question of the night. How are you? How's business doing? What are you most thankful for being a business owner?
The opportunities of such like things like the opportunities like these. I recently did an interview with a magazine called Bold Journey magazine.
Yes, I've read the article.
Yes, I'm glad. How did you like it?
I liked it. I felt like you were vulnerable but strong at the same time, very knowledgeable, and also very welcoming. Just reading the article alone is like, okay, where is she and where can I go get my face done? That's how I felt reading it. But you know, everybody not me, honey. But I would recommend for everybody to read the article.
Yes, thank you so much. But yeah, everything as far as a business owner, has been challenging. Especially with, me being the type of person of not always wanting to be vulnerable with strangers. My clients I'm perfectly fine with because, I'm, in their most intimate area. I mostly wax women, but I also do facials and things of that nature. So for me, it's easy to be vulnerable with them. I've cried with my clients. They start crying. I've spoken life into them and things of that nature. And it's been this year, 2024 so far has been very rewarding because I've been more proactive on my social media as far as posting content daily and trying to research and look for different ways I can engage clients or just viewers in general and give them more knowledge about skincare.
Okay, wonderful. Okay, my next question for you, sis, is what has been your inspiration?
So my inspiration for aesthetics and being an esthetician has been being able to allow people to be relaxed and the joy that my clients feel during and after receiving their services. It's actually kind of full circle for me because when I was in college, I used to give my friends facials.
Really?
Yes, I did. We used to have like little spa days. I would do pedicures, facials, and I was like, oh no, there's no career in that. So I'm just gonna stick to, at that time I was in school for pre-med. And then I came back home and switched over to psychology. But the instant gratification of adding to their happiness and, helping them take the initiative to do more for themselves in terms of self-care has been very rewarding for me. And that's part of my inspiration as an esthetician.
Okay, I love that. Here's why. Because people need that. Sometimes they need the extra motivation. Sometimes they need the extra compliment. Sometimes they can use a little pocket full of love is what I call it sometimes, right? Because they're able to carry that experience that you gave them throughout the whole day.
Yeah.
So that's beautiful. Okay, so what made you want to become an esthetician? Like what light bulb went up in your head and you said, because you just said pre-med and then psychology. So what made you say, you know what, I want to get into skincare?
Honestly, my mom did.
Really?
Yes, my mom is not an esthetician at all, but it's something that she said to me that was like, oh no, I can't. She's leaving soon. So when I was in school for psychology, this was 2016. My mom said to me, before she dies, she wants me to have my piece of paper in my hand, meaning my degree. So I'm like, what do
Mhm.
you mean before you die? You're dying soon? Oh no. I'm not even through I'm not even through my bachelor's degree yet. And to actually do something with your psychology degree, you have to have a master's. So I had to
Mhm.
reconfigure everything that I was going to do. I was at the time getting waxed by an esthetician. So I just started asking her, like, how long have you been in this field? What is the income looking like? And what other services
Mhm.
can be provided? And she told me when she said facials, waxing, and a lot of other things. I was like, facials? Okay.
Interesting.
Right.
Right.
Interesting. This is back to college. Let me go ahead and enroll. And so the following year, 2017, I enrolled in school. Well, actually, I started school in 2017. Um, and after that, I graduated in 2018 and started working at the same waxing salon I was getting waxed at.
That's a blessing, right?
Yeah, I tried to plan it to where I put the bug in their ear. I actually went to become, what are those things called? A receptionist first.
Okay.
I started off as a receptionist and I put the bug in their ear like, hey, I'm in school for aesthetics. So if you ever need a waxer or esthetician, I'm available.
Yep.
And that's exactly what happened. I got transferred to another location, met a wonderful manager named Belina. And she's like, okay, well, go ahead. You're done with school? I was like, yeah. She said, we have a room available. I said, oh, wonderful. And it just worked out so perfectly that way.
Divine timing is everything. I tell people this all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Divine timing is everything. Sometimes we just got to learn how to flow
Yeah.
um, to be able to receive what spirit is putting forth in front of us.
Yeah.
Okie dokie. Can you explain exactly what an esthetician is and the services that you provide?
So, an esthetician is a licensed skincare professional that provides treatments to the epidermal layer of the skin to enhance or maintain its appearance. But we're also able to provide other services such as like yoni steams, different forms of hair removal, whether it be laser hair removal, electrolysis, eyelash extensions, lash
Mhm.
lifting, henna, ombre brows, spray tanning, and there's just so many more things that we can offer as estheticians. So, yeah.
That within itself is a mouthful.
It is. It
It's a
is.
mouthful, but it's a large it's a large amount of services that you guys offer.
Yeah.
The first thing, usually when you hear the name is waxing, somebody automatically thinks of waxing.
Yeah.
Um, so it's very good to know that you guys do way more than just facials and waxing.
Yeah.
Again, you are helping someone with their self esteem. You're
Mm-hmm.
helping one with their girl. Just for for me. Um our outer is not more important than our inner, right?
Right. Right.
But however, this vessel that we are in, we should do our best to care for the vessel that we are in.
That's
And our skin,
mm-hmm.
100% of this vessel,
Yeah.
you know. And I'm sure people have came to you for different forms of acne. And again, acne doesn't only isn't only prone to your face, right? Acne can be from your back
Anyways.
to your leg to anywhere,
Yeah.
right? Okay, so how many skin types are there, And
Mhm.
how do we identify them?
So there are about 7 different skin types. You have normal, dry, oily, combination, acne prone, sensitive, and then mature. But you can be a combination of any of those things. So let's say if you are somebody who has mature skin, your skin can also be very dry. It could be sensitive or it could be oily. Same thing with somebody with dry skin. They can have dry skin but still have acne. Um,
Mm-hmm.
it's just so many different combinations when it comes to how the skin reacts to our environment, what we eat, and things of that nature. Now, to identify, what type of skin you have. So, for instance, normal, your skin usually feels balanced. It doesn't feel dry. It doesn't feel tight. It's not prone to breakouts. You don't have any flaking. It doesn't feel greasy or anything of that nature. Now, for somebody who is the opposite, let's say they have dry, their skin is going to feel very dehydrated, like immediately after washing, cleansing their face. Um,
Okay.
it can also feel like it's very tight and it has a potential to flake, especially like during weather changes as well. For
Yes, yes.
dry, yeah, for drier skin type, winter, the worst the way,
Mm-hmm.
because there's no moisture in the air and you have to replenish your skin as much as you possibly can, whether it's through like serums, occlusive barriers, moisturizers. There's just so many things that people with drier skin types have to deal with during the winter. But
Right.
again, too, same thing with people with oily skin. The summer is not their friend because it's not the heat is not their friend. Because
Listen, let me tell you something. So I have oily skin, right?
Mhm,
And in the summer, all of this and all of this and all
mhm,
under my eyes, it drives me nuts. And it's
mhm.
just constantly either sweating or it's just constantly um very oily. It produces a lot of oil, and I'm like, why am I so oily? you know,
Yeah, yeah,
not realizing, as you said, your skin can be um your skin can have different reactions to your environment, to different seasons. So, thank you for that information because many people may have not known that.
yeah, yeah. I find that a lot actually on social media. The things that I see scrolling through comments or like promotional videos for products, a lot of people don't even know what's going on with their skin. Like, oh, where can I get this product from? But you don't know if that product works for your skin or not.
Work
So,
for you, yeah.
yeah, it's not.
See, we grew up with our mamas and our grandmamas. Everybody used cocoa butter. Everybody used Vaseline. Everybody used coconut oil or some form of oil to grease our face in the morning before we had to go to school.
Yeah.
Um, so I want to ask you this question, right?
Mhm.
How many layers of the skin are there, and what layer is most susceptible to acne?
Okay. So there are 3 main layers, but they are broken down. So top layer, which is our skin that we can visibly see, that's called the epidermis. That's
Right.
broken into 5 layers before reaching into the dermal layer. The dermal layer is then broken up into 2 layers. And then following that is going to be the hypodermis, which is also called the subcutaneous layer, which is the fatty layer. Um, that makes sense.
Mhm.
Okay, wonderful. Now, in terms of where acne is starting off, that was a question, right? Yeah, most susceptible to acne. So the dermal layer, which is considered the middle layer, that's
Mhm.
where our sebaceous glands are. That's where acne tends to produce before making its way to the epidermis.
Okay. Well,
Mhm.
that makes sense. Hence why you kind of can feel it.
Underneath the skin.
Yeah, yeah. So that
Mhm.
makes a lot of sense. Okay, so what can we use that can penetrate into that layer so we no longer have acne or we no longer are prone to acne?
So if you're somebody that's prone to acne, the only thing you can really do is kind of control it, um,
Mm-hmm.
which will be again through your diets, and even the products that you use. So let's say you can use salicylic acid if you're somebody that has really oily skin. The reason why you could use that is because salicylic acid is an oil soluble in acid. So it penetrates through the oil and helps reduce it. However, you have to be careful with it because it can dry your skin out.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Another one would be something such as mandelic acid. That's great for all skin types, even the most sensitive ones. Penetrates through the oil, but it also too helps alleviate acne production, acne scarring. It brightens the skin. It helps even out your skin tone. So for somebody who is acne prone, that has a lot of inflammation or even has acne scarring, they can't go wrong with mandelic acid.
Okay. Okay. So let me ask you this question.
Hmm.
When it comes to adolescents, right, or when it
Hmm.
comes to us women and our menstrual cycle, we always tend to get a pimple.
Hmm.
Would that be a hormonal issue, or would that be something within the skin?
That's a hormonal issue. That's always going to be a hormonal issue. Um, like you said, as women, we always, whenever our cycle pops up, there's, pimple here, maybe a pimple
Mhm.
here. But two, I wouldn't say to ignore it because it could also be something within our body as well that can be thrown off balance.
Absolutely.
Hmm.
Okay. All right. So let's speak about the myth of the pimple, right?
Hmm.
And we we all grew up with this, and I'm sure you know what I'm about to say.
Hmm.
Toothpaste. You get a pimple, you put toothpaste on your face.
Hmm.
Is it benefiting or is it causing more harm to the skin?
Honestly, as an esthetician, if I get a pimple, I put toothpaste on it. I'm not even gonna lie. Now, it may be harmful to the skin, because I
Mhm.
don't know what the pH level of toothpaste is.
Right.
Um, so it could very well be throwing off my skin's pH in that particular area, but it did do its due diligence and got rid of the pimple.
Yes. Listen, I couldn't wait for this episode because I was like, I have to ask her this question about this toothpaste.
Yeah.
Because again, even with myself, if I get a pimple, I put on the toothpaste.
Hmm.
Sometimes I'll notice like it'll irritate me worse. Sometimes I notice it'll take a few days before it's gone. Some days I'll put it on and by the next morning it's completely then disappeared. So that is why I had to ask you that question.
Yeah.
Okay. Um, and also, is for the young girls out there or for the parents that teenagers may start experiencing certain things. Uh, we can still use toothpaste. Toothpaste is fine because it's 2024 and people like to cancel out everything. So
Yeah.
toothpaste is still okay. We're doing okay with the toothpaste.
Yeah.
Okay. For anyone who may have never experienced a facial,
Hmm.
what are the steps taken and how long does a facial typically take?
Okay, so for those who have never experienced a facial, how I do my facials, I usually do the first facial is a signature facial, and that can be anywhere from 60 to 120 minutes. And the reason
Okay.
why that is because I do about a 30-minute consultation. I have my clients fill out a form that is automatically sent to me through my booking site.
Mm-hmm.
And I go through the form that they send, look to see, what their issues are, what their concerns are. When they get here, we talk about it and we go more in depth into it. So, what is your daily life like? What do you do for work? How
Mm-hmm.
outside? How much are you exposed to the sun? Are you wearing SPF? Are you making sure you're using the proper hydration methods for your skin? Or are you drying your skin out? Are you stripping your skin? What are you doing? Are you
So
active?
a customized treatment.
Yes, it's all for me. The signature facial, all my treatments are customized based on what
Mhm.
the client's skin needs. Um, so during the process of a facial, after the initial consultation, we'll do a double cleanse. First cleanse gets the first layer of dirt, grime, and debris off of the skin. So we're
Mhm.
allowed to penetrate products deeper into the skin. Second cleanse, again, product penetration. We're able to see what's really going on, what needs to be worked on. After that, I will do a facial massage. Yeah, after that, I'll do a facial massage, followed
Okay.
by mechanical or chemical exfoliation. Usually I do both, depending on
Mhm.
what my client's needs.
Okay.
And after that, we do extractions if we need to. That's where the 120, the 90 remaining 90 minutes comes from, is
Mhm.
from extractions, because I never know how much extractions I have to do
Right.
based on the client. Some client may have a lot, some client may not have that much. They may have just a little bit of congestion here and there that needs to be addressed. So that time really focuses on extracting. And then after that, we do their
Okay.
mask.
Wait, Shug, for 1 minute, right? When Shug is explaining extracting, she's meaning like cleansing the pores.
Yes.
So like per se, when we're cleansing our face and we push up our nose and we notice the um
The
the white
sebum and
discharge
all that.
coming from our nose, that is
Mm-hmm.
what she's talking about. The
Mm-hmm.
blackheads that may be on our face, things of
Mm-hmm.
that nature is what she's talking about.
Thank you. I didn't even think to explain that. Thank you for catching that.
It's okay, girl. I got you. I got you.
Mhm.
Okay. What else we have here? Okay. Because as we know, the lashes phase, it's a whole phase craze with everybody in these lashes.
Mhm.
How safe are false lashes? Because there are so many different horror stories.
Yeah.
What is some advice that you would like to give my viewers about lashes? Uh, what's the proper glue that they should be using? How should they be cleansing their eye? How many times should they use the false lashes? Should they throw them out immediately after? Do they have a couple of wears in them before, XYZ should?
Okay. So for lash strips, now you can use lash strips multiple times. However, it is advised that you cleanse them afterwards, especially
Mm-hmm.
if you're wearing makeup, because let's be honest, you're putting glue on top of that. So whatever debris is in the air is getting into your eye, it's getting stuck on that lash strip. So once you
Mm-hmm.
take that off and you don't cleanse it and then you reapply it to your eye, now you have an infection or a sty and you're like, what is this? So make sure to always cleanse them with antibacterial soap, warm water. And then sometimes I usually like just mist mine with like a little bit of alcohol just to
Mm-hmm.
sanitize them. In terms of glue use for lash strips, please, 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 because I have seen this for as long as I've been alive and since the time of Moses.
You know what you
um,
about to say, honey, because I've seen it too. It's a horror story. But go ahead.
the hair glue, stop that.
Yes, yes.
Stop,
The
stop
black
doing
the black hair glue with the red top. Please stop putting that on your eyelashes to hold the false lash on.
Yeah, please
It's
don't do that.
extremely dangerous for your eyesight.
Exactly. There are so many fumes, and a lot of people, which is kind of strange to me, because as soon as you open the glue, you can smell the
You
fumes.
can smell the fumes.
And then to
So,
just, mm-hmm,
so I don't wear false lashes, right?
mm-hmm,
Uh, I've been blessed for nice long eyelashes. I'll do the mascara, but when
mm-hmm,
I did, I tried it. I think I went on a trip somewhere, and I said, let me try the lashes thing. I had the magnet.
mm-hmm.
So how do you feel about the magnet ones? Do you feel like the magnet lashes could be maybe a little bit better, or they're kind of all in the same boat?
I would feel like they're a little bit in the same boat. I don't know much about the magnet strip lashes, but
Okay.
they have to have done something chemically to alter it to allow it to have some type of magnetism to attach to your eye.
Your eye.
So imagine, like, I know they have certain therapies where they use magnets to like help move things in the body, but to
Mhm.
put that on your eye, I just, your eye is the
It's
most
alarming.
sensitive. Yeah, it's the most
It's
one of the
alarming.
most sensitive. Yeah, it's one of the most sensitive things on your body. You need that to
Right.
see. So who knows how long, if for how what extended use of using magnetized eyelashes, if it's
Mhm.
going to have a long-term effect on you.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Because that was a concern. And so I wore
Mhm.
them for about a day, and then I took them off. And for the rest of the trip, I just had my little lashes. Okay.
How did you feel with them
Um.
on?
Um. They were light. Again, that was my first time wearing lashes, so I really didn't know too much of what to expect.
Okay.
Um. They weren't heavy. They were light. It's like a eyeliner, right? So
Mm-hmm.
you put the eyeliner on, and then you let that dry, and then on the lash it has like these I guess you can say magnets, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
Um, not like refrigerator magnets, should.
Sorry, excuse my face.
I was like, wait, Luna, what are
Like,
you talking about?
excuse me.
So they little teeny tiny little wrappers, right?
Okay.
And
Okay.
I just snapped them on, and they went on. But for me, I was just so uncomfortable because I'm not used to them. So I
Yeah.
didn't know if they were on right. I didn't know if they were gonna fall off. I didn't know what to expect. And so it
Mm-hmm.
was like, I put them on, took a picture or two, and then I
Took them right off.
took them right off. Haven't put them back on since. Okay. All right. So my next question to you is about mascara.
Mm-hmm.
I want to talk to you about mascara for a minute because I love mascara. I love all different types of mascara from the beauty supply store to
Love them all.
I ain't gonna tell. Yes, yes, and oh my god, that's my addiction. My addiction is mascara. But here's the problem that I have, right? So
Mm-hmm.
the minute that it starts to get like thickened, or
Mm-hmm.
the minute that I feel like it's drying out, or it has too much buildup on the brush, I'll throw them away, right?
Mm-hmm.
So my question to you is this: um, how long should we use our mascara?
Mm-hmm.
Um, because I've never seen an expiration date on a mascara. So
Mm-hmm.
this is why I'm asking you this question that I have you on, right? When the mascara becomes too thickened, is there a solution or something that we can use to kind of loosen it up, or should we just throw it out? And my last question is what is the method of cleaning the mascara brush itself?
Okay. So, in terms of throwing or keeping your mascara, even though there's no expiration date on there, it should
Mhm.
say something to the effect of use within 12 months, or
Okay.
3 months. But from research that I've done, you should replace your mascara every 3 months. Um, Now, in terms of it thickening, I wouldn't add anything to it to get it back to a normal
Consistency.
consistency. And the
Right.
reason for that is because we don't know what, if we put water in it, how is it going to mess up the chemical construct of the mascara.
Hmm.
And
Right.
then too, that can later lead on to something in terms of an adverse reaction to your eyes.
Right.
And now you have to explain to the eye doctor, okay, this is what I did. And then, it could probably lead to blindness, but we never know. So if it gets to a point where it's getting thickened and dry out, just throw it away.
Throw it out. Okay.
Just toss it. In terms of the mascara brush itself, now, whenever you're putting on makeup, mascara, whatever the case may be, you should always be putting it on freshly cleansed skin. Your
Hmm.
skin should not have any buildup on it from like the night before, or anything like that, because that's transference of bacteria or debris that's been trapped on your skin from the air, and now you're putting it
Exactly.
inside of the mascara and contaminating the entire thing, which again too
Mm-hmm.
lead to infection in the future as well. So if you feel like you've done something of that nature, throw that away. Or
Okay.
in terms of cleaning the brush, you can, but again, you've already contaminated the entire.
So what's the
What's
point?
the point? So just throw it
Right.
away and start over and get a new one.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you, Suge. Again, I'm sure a lot of women have never asked this question, or will just toss out something and it could have been salvaged. Or again, sometimes we hold on to things that we should have threw out a long time ago. So
Yeah.
again, ladies, please take this advice that Suge is giving forth. Is very very important. Okay,
Hmm.
so I remember earlier you were speaking about different acids, right?
Hmm.
So I want to talk to you about that for a minute. How
Okay.
safe are acid products in skincare, and what are the healing properties?
Okay. So acids in products are safe, but they should not be used daily.
Okay.
Now the reason why that is because it's an acid. An acid is stripping your barrier to allow for new skin cells to come from the dermal layer to the epidermis. Um, with extended use, you're going to cause your skin, you can cause your skin to become sensitized and easily irritated. So, again,
Mm-hmm.
it's safe to use, but not daily. I would say maybe 2 times a week at the most, but really just once a week. Especially if you're not going to an esthetician or a dermatologist and
Right, right.
getting regular facials. Once a week would definitely be the max for me, personally. Um, Now, how safe? No, that wasn't the question. It wasn't how safe it was. It was the
It was
healing
the
process.
healing properties of it.
Okay, so the healing properties of mascara. I'm
Acid.
sorry. Acids.
You still thinking about the mascara? It's
I am.
fine.
I am. I am. So, like I said, the healing properties of acids, they are great for helping to keep your cellular renewal growth factor moving forward, which is, the new cells migrating from the dermal layer to the
Mm-hmm.
epidermis. That's what helps keep us young and youthful looking. Just like everything as we age, that does slow down. So using of acids actually helps keep that going.
Okay.
Hmm.
Alrighty. Okay. So how do you feel about bleaching?
I don't like that. I don't.
No, no pineapples. We don't like it. No.
No pineapple.
Yes. Okay.
um.
So while you're on here, even
Hmm.
though we don't like it, can you please explain to those who do not know what bleaching is, um, the 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 harmful effects of bleaching,
Hmm.
and as a esthetician, why you wouldn't recommend it for anybody to have it
Okay, so I'm gonna use the analogy of clothes
done.
when it comes to bleaching. So let's say if you get bleach on like a dark colored clothes, right? It
Mm-hmm.
takes the pigment out of it completely and turns it
Mm-hmm.
white. That's
Yes.
what bleaching does to your skin. So it's taking out the melanocytes that's helping protect you to a
Mm-hmm.
certain extent from, the harmful rays, UV rays and UV rays. It's taking that out. So you're leaving yourself with no protection. Um, in terms of people doing it, what are the ramifications? It's basically what I just said. You're leaving your skin unprotected,
Mm-hmm.
which is something that you never want to do because there's so many things out here. Skin cancer is actually on the rise. So even with people who have melanin are getting skin cancer. Imagine if you're taking your melanin out, you're more susceptible to it. You're going to have to use more products, SPF products to help keep you protected. Or not even that. You're basically going to have to walk around with a large hat, long sleeve, everything.
Yeah, because on my research on it,
Mm-hmm.
I've read that it actually thins out the layer of your skin.
Yeah.
Which, again, as you said, you're more susceptible to start catching certain irritations on your skin, certain rashes, inflammation. All of these things is because the main barrier is now gone based off a chemical that you decided to use on your skin,
Yeah.
just to make your skin lighter than what you were originally born with.
Right.
Love yourself, beautiful souls. It's very, very important for you to love yourselves.
Yeah. Don't get caught up in the hype of what social media is telling you, because it will have you out here doing things that you're going to later on regret and you can't really reverse.
Exactly. And again, we're getting older, we're not getting younger, and so we should be making smarter decisions and not something that have us rolling our eyes in 10 years because we didn't listen to our intuition the first time.
Yeah, exactly.
Exfoliation, one of my favorite things, because honey, let me tell you something. When that dead skin comes falling off of you.
Yes. It feels wonderful.
So have you ever been to what's this spa in Atlanta?
Jeju.
Mm-hmm. Every time I go to Atlanta, I have to go to this spa. Okay.
Yeah.
For anybody who does not know about the spa, it's a 24-hour spa. It never, ever, ever closes. The prices are extremely reasonable. Okay. And this body scrub that they give you, they are rough. I'm going to tell y'all, I'm going to be honest with y'all because y'all know I don't sugarcoat anything. They are extremely rough. But when I tell you, you get off that table feeling like you done lost 10 pounds of dead your body. Literally. And you get to see, like, you know, we're cleansy people. Everybody showers. Well, I can't speak for everybody, but you're supposed to shower daily, right? And so, of course, the dead skin is being removed off of your skin. But the rows and rows of dead skin that are being removed from you during this wash that they're giving you.
Amazing.
Your skin feels healthier. It's glowing. You feel rejuvenated. In fact, it's like, you know how we normally say, I can feel the hair stand up on my arm. You
see
it's one of the most beautiful experiences that anybody can give forth to their body. Okay, just to treat your skin. So yes, I would recommend a trip to Atlanta just to get that scrub for your body.
Experience it, love it. You will.
Yes, you will not regret it. I promise y'all. And tell them Luna sent y'all so I can get a discount next time I go.
Yep.
Okay, so exfoliation is an important step in skincare. And there are two methods that can be used, such as chemical or physical, right? Can you explain the process of both? And which one would you recommend? And what are the benefits of each?
Okay. So you have, like you said, you have the chemical and the mechanical. So chemical would be using an enzyme or a peel, such as the acids that we just talked about, like salicylic acid, or glycolic acid, lactic acid. Those would be considered as chemical forms of exfoliation. Those basically eat away at the dead skin that's on the top layer of on the epidermal layer. And it helps allow for, again, new cells from the dermal layer to migrate to the epidermis, hence keeping you looking younger, youthful, rejuvenating your skin overall. Now, mechanical, that's great for evening out your skin's tone and texture. Those methods of mechanical exfoliation would be using like a scrub. For estheticians, we use microdermabrasion or dermaplaning to help with mechanical exfoliation. Now, in terms of which one I recommend, I honestly and truly recommend both of them. I use both mechanical and chemical exfoliation during my treatments with my clients, depending on what their skin needs. And the reason why that is because that mechanical exfoliation is going to help even out, like I said, the texture. A lot of people tend to have textural issues because of comedones, blackheads that are embedded into the skin. But not only that, it also helps allow for the enzyme or the chemical to penetrate deeper into the skin. So with that deeper product penetration, it's going in faster, you're able to feel it better, and the results are amazing. Your skin just looks so glowy afterwards. So I definitely recommend using both forms of exfoliation. If you're going to a licensed esthetician or a dermatologist, definitely. If you're doing it at home, probably do the mechanical first, and then a couple of days later, probably do a chemical. So using, I know they have like pads, like glycolic pads that you can use. You can definitely use that after you've done your regular scrub on your face. But always do it a couple of days after if you're doing it at home.
Okay. Alrighty. Did we speak about the benefits of both?
I think I did. Did I say that? Okay. So the benefits of them, mechanical, like I said, it helps evening out your skin's texture and it helps with the tone. The chemical, like I said, it goes down into the deeper layers of your skin and helps with the regeneration of your cellular renewal factor, which is migrating new cells from the dermal layer to the epidermis, which is helping giving you that nice, glowing, youthful skin, evening out your skin's texture, the tone, reducing fine lines and wrinkles. A lot of people say, oh, you shouldn't use chemicals on your face. That's not true. It's, oh, you're not aging gracefully. No, you are. You're helping continue a process that's kind of slowing down as you age. And that's not
right.
Yeah.
Okay, well, thank you for that. Because I had no, Thank you, Munchkin. my little helper. Okay, so my schedule is really, really busy, and I really do not have time to book an appointment to get a facial or to get a proper cleanse, right? So I purchased a few things for the house, right? So girl, almost knocked everything over, honey. So I have this. Can you see it?
Nope. That's a sonic scrubber? Is that a spatula?
Yes.
Okay.
So I have this one. Right. And so it has lifting and moisturizing and cleansing on it, right? And then I have the microdermabrasion that you were talking about. So I have that one also to kind of stuff, and it has all the different nozzles and stuff like that. And then I purchased this facial steamer. Okay. So I did that, and then recently I started noticing I have bags under my eyes now, and it slipped my mind completely because everybody always says you look like a little teenager or you look like a little girl. So again, I'm and one day I woke up and my eyes was so puffy, and I was like, no, this ain't. So I went and I purchased some of these bad boys for my eyes.
Are those eye masks?
Yeah.
Okay, wonderful.
So the eye pads, right? and then
Mm-hmm.
I have my trusty rose quartz massage roller, right?
Mm-hmm.
So and these are things that I know you guys use. Not to
Mm-hmm.
say that I'm gonna do my face better than you do my face, but just to have the option. Okay, if I can't make it, what can I do at home that can
Mm-hmm.
kind of assist me with getting a deep clean,
Mm-hmm.
right? Taking care of my skin,
Mm-hmm.
um, assisting myself with self love and self care, right? Because
Mm-hmm.
again, this takes time. This isn't
Right.
something that you can rush. This is something that you have to take your time and make sure you're doing the proper steps the proper
Mm-hmm.
way. Making sure the temperatures ain't too hot, making sure that you don't affect your face any type of way.
Yeah.
So my question for you would be, um, what equipment do you recommend for a client to use at home if they can't physically get to?
Okay, so all of the products, all of the equipment that you have, that's great for starters.
Okay.
A steamer is always a wonderful thing to have. If you don't have a steamer, you can always just boil water, put it
Yeah.
into, and then take a towel, put it over your head, and just allow your pores to open up and just let all the impurities just draw out. Um,
Mhm.
that's always a great thing to have. The microdermabrasion that you have, that's good to have as well. I will only recommend using that maybe once a week,
Mhm.
depending on your skin type. And the reason why that is because too much extracting of the oils in your skin can actually cause your skin to dry out. Your skin
Yes,
is going
I've
to
read
say, yeah, your skin is going to say, oh, what are you doing? Oh, so we don't need oil anymore? Got you.
that. Right. Right.
I'm not producing anything else. And you're like, wait a minute, why is my skin dry? It's because you've sucked all of it out and it's telling you it doesn't need it anymore. The
Right.
spatula, that's a good item to have as well. The lifting, again, that's something that I recommend that you would only use once a week. But in
Mhm.
terms of the moisturizing aspect, which will be using the backhand of the spatula and kind of like just doing it like this, that's going
Mhm.
to allow for the products to the vibration is going to allow for the products to penetrate deeper into your skin. So that's
Okay.
definitely a great tool to have. Now you can use that probably every day, the part where you're allowing the products to penetrate deeper, but in
Mhm.
terms of lifting anything out, I wouldn't use that every day. Once a week is definitely good.
Okay.
um the rose quartz roller, that's always great to have because it's going to help increase the circulation into your skin. It's going to allow
Yes.
your skin to look brighter, more healthier. It's going to look more glowy. I wouldn't recommend using that every day, maybe 2 times out the week at most, because too much circulation, too much of anything can actually cause a problem.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. Now, in terms of what I use for myself, when I do my at-home care routines or when I'm doing my clients, I have a silicone face scrubber. Um, just go in here right quick. So this is a silicone face scrubber.
Okay.
If you can see, like it doesn't, it's very soft, very flimsy.
Yes.
This is great for deep cleaning your skin. I would recommend using this 2 times out of the week, no more. Same thing with like a cellulose sponge. You don't want to use this too often either because these are exfoliating agents.
Right. Right.
These can exfoliate your skin. So the best way to cleanse your skin, the days when you're not using these, are just your fingertips. Um, just nice, gentle circles all the way around.
Right. Right.
Do it for about 30 seconds to a minute, 30 seconds for the first cleanse, and then maybe 30 seconds to a minute for the second cleanse.
Okay. Wonderful. Okay.
Mhm.
Um, what's your favorite tool or equipment to use daily for yourself or for your customer?
Honestly, it's my hands. Yeah, it's
Yay.
definitely my hands. It's definitely my hands. My hands, they radiate a lot of heat. a
Hmm.
lot. Everything else on my body will be cold, but my hands, you can always touch you, they're warm.
That's that
Um,
halo touch, sis.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah. I've come to that realization.
Yes.
Yeah, but like I said, my hands, they're warm. It gives a gentle touch. It allows me,
Hmm.
it's for me like a second pair of eyes,
Yes.
like a person
Absolutely.
who has lost their sight, because as soon as I touch somebody, I already know where I need to go.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. Second
yeah,
nature.
yeah, yeah. So for me, it's always going to be my hands. Another alternative that I would say outside of my hands would be, what is it? Where is it? Oh, here it is. It's something like this. So this is a facial cup.
Okay.
This is similar to the jade roller, except this one actually creates a suction. Do I have any oil in here? I'm gonna try this. So, and then you just take it, and I don't know if you can see like the skin that's raised up in there.
Yeah.
And then just roll it.
Oh,
That mhm.
wow.
This helps alleviate tension in your face, but
Okay.
it also helps, again, increase the circulation, um,
Mhm.
provide fresh oxygenated blood into your skin. It helps give you that nice, glowing, healing, looking just beautiful overall skin.
Mhm.
So this is one of my other favorite tools to use on clients, but not everybody can use this because you never know what type of health issues they have. Once you find that out, then you're cleared to go ahead and use it. But as far as right now, the clients that I currently have, none of them have any outstanding health issues that would not allow me to use um, my facial cup on them.
Okay. Wonderful. All righty, my love. What should our day and night routine be? Again, we're getting older, and so we have to use I wouldn't necessarily say more skin products, but we do have to moisturize our skin more than per se when we were young.
Mhm.
So what would be the proper day and night skincare routine?
Okay, so your daily routine should always include, your cleansing, your application of your serums, your moisturizer, and your SPF. You want to protect your skin while you're out and about during the day. When you're out, you're coming in contact with free radicals that cause premature aging. So anything that has any products that have like antioxidants in it, so products that have vitamin C, that's something great to use. Pomegranate has antioxidants in it. That's great to use. So any serum that you have that has those properties, definitely use that during the day to help protect your skin. Again, from sun damage, free radicals, premature aging. Always wear your SPF. If you're a person that's always in the sun, make sure to always reapply it. Now, for your nightly routines, um, I usually tell clients, go ahead and do your double cleanses at night, preferably at night, because you're getting all of that dirt and grime off of your skin, and you want to be
Mhm.
allow your products to penetrate deeper. Treat your skin with whatever toners or tonics that are needed to help reduce any inflammation if you have any. If you came in contact with something during the day that caused your skin to become irritated, definitely use something to help with that. Um, Serums, moisturizers, and night creams. So if you want to address, let's say like hyperpigmentation,
Yeah.
discoloration from acne or acne scarring, or picking or anything like that, any nighttime creams that have some type of acid in it, you want to use that at night to help treat it, because you can't use that during the day. I mean, you could, but you would cause more harm than good if you use it at during the day
Right.
as opposed to the night. Um, Also, too, I recommend that people use do like ice facials on themselves using ice globes. Or you can use a cube of ice. The reason why that is because it's helping allow for new fresh circulation and go into the skin. So if you're doing it during the day, in the morning as the first thing when you wake up, Your
Mhm.
skin's gonna look so plump and hydrated and just so juicy looking. I hate to use the word
So,
juicy, but it just looks great. So that's definitely something I would recommend using during the day. At night, you can
okay.
definitely use ice as well because it's going to help reduce any excess oiliness. It's going to help reduce any inflammation from irritation. It can help hydrate your skin as well. And again, your skin's going to be fully rejuvenated because you're going to sleep. That's the time where your body is at its rest and it's
Yes.
able to do its repairs as it's needed to, as opposed to during the day where it's worrying about 100 million other things apart from, your skin. So that's what I would recommend for daily and nightly routines.
Mhm.
Um, just make sure you're using the correct products. That's
Right.
very important. It's very important.
So I wanna go back to the ice facials that you were talking about, right?
Mm-hmm.
A couple of weeks ago, my mom called me because she loves the news, and
Mm-hmm.
she called me and she said, "Hey, they got this new facial, and it's an ice bath, and you put your face in the ice water, and it's supposed to make your skin feel glowy and more rejuvenated and beautiful. Have you heard of it?"
I have.
I said, "No, ma, I have not." So
Mhm.
I'm asking you now, have
Okay.
you heard of it?
I have heard of that. It's similar to doing ice baths, like what athletes would do after working out.
Okay. That's what I figured because that's what I imagined. And again, whenever I do make it to the spa, that's one of the things that I do. I sit in the hot tub for a little bit and then I do a polar plunge
Hmm.
to kind of just shock my body and to rejuvenate the nerve endings and
Hmm.
just to get the circulation flowing as it should be flowing. So it can take your breath away, but it makes the body feel 100% better um,
Okay.
than before you have did it.
Yeah, I honestly I love ice baths. My best friend and I went to Jeju 2 weeks ago actually. And every time we go, we always go into the ice bath, but we sit in there for like an hour.
See, I can't do that with you, girl. I can sit in the hot bath for about an hour, but that cold water is in and out for Luna, honey.
Yeah. Yeah, no,
In and
I
out.
understand. I understand.
But to each his own, and again, um, they say the longer that you do stay in, the better circulation that the blood does flow. So
Mhm.
again, you know better than I know, honey, with this skin stuff, right? Okay. Um, what is the most effective method for
Mhm.
hair removal? Is it shaving, waxing, sugaring? And can you elaborate on why?
So it depends on what type of results that you're looking for. So if you want something very temporary, definitely go for shaving. But it's because it's quick, it's easy, but you'll have to do it multiple times throughout the week. Now,
Hmm.
if you're wanting something that's a little bit more semi-permanent or not even semi-permanent, something that will reduce the hair growth, hard waxing is definitely great for beginners because it's
Okay.
strong enough to remove coarse hairs from the root and reduce the hair growth over time.
Okay.
Now, sugaring, that's great for somebody who's been waxing consistently, let's say for about 6 months to a year, because at
Okay.
that point, your hairs have gotten finer because your
Okay.
body is saying, well, you done snatched me out. I'm
Hmm?
not supposed to be here. So I'm
Yeah,
just
it
going to
doesn't grow. It doesn't grow the way that it once did. Yeah.
exactly, exactly. Now sugaring, it's great, like I said, for those who've been waxing for 6 months to a year. It's great for deeper penetration and it adheres more to the skin. So it allows for a smoother finish, but it's also able to get the ingrown hairs. Um,
That was my next question for you. My
mhm.
next question was with shaving. Um, what is a way that we can kind of alleviate the ingrown hairs or the irritation after you shave or as it's growing back per se? Like what can we put on our skin that that won't irritate us so much during the regrowth process?
So the regrowth process is always going to be irritating,
Hmm.
whether you shave, whether you wax, whether you sugar, because it's new hair that's forming, but it's also pushing through the skin. It's almost like babies when they teeth.
Yeah.
So
Look,
it's
mommy
always
is like, oh.
yeah. So it's always, you're gonna always have that irritation. Now, to help alleviate it the best way you can, using a scrub in that
Mhm.
area is always wonderful. Make sure you never get it inside of the vaginal area itself, because it's gonna throw your pH balance off and cause a yeast infection.
Really off. Yeah, absolutely. And you don't want those problems.
Yeah. But yeah, definitely using a scrub. During, I want to say, for shaving, it takes about what, 2 days for the hair to, not even 2 days, a day for the hair to start growing back or pushing through the skin.
Yeah.
So probably 2 days afterwards with shaving, because you want to allow the skin some time to heal, even though
Yeah.
that's really not enough time for it to heal, but that's long enough for it to have reduced with any irritation that it may be, you may be experiencing.
So would
um
waxing would waxing be better than shaving as a whole, Noel?
yes and no.
Okay.
um I say yes because it's helping with reducing the hair growth.
Mhm.
I say no because you're still gonna have that same irritation. The irritation is not gonna be as bad,
Okay.
but you still have that, minor irritation that comes along with it, with the hair growing back. And then two, you can still get ingrowns with waxing and sugaring,
Mhm. Mhm.
because the hairs are now fine. They're too fine to push through the skin because the skin has all these layers.
Yes.
Um, you can exfoliate, but sometimes exfoliation is not enough to allow for the hairs to push through.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So now tell me, what is the best reaction you've had experienced from a customer after providing them with your service?
Falling asleep and not wanting to get up.
Comfort. That is comfort, honey.
Yes.
That is comfort. Okay.
Yes.
Like,
Yes.
listen. Again, when I was making it to the spa to get my facials, I would have never fall asleep with my little China lady. But I would, like, my eyes would start batting a little bit. So I know exactly what you mean. And that's what provides um a long lasting relationship with your customers, is
Yeah.
because you guys build that bond based off of comfort and comfortability and vulnerability as well. So
Mhm.
that's beautiful, Noah. I love that.
Yeah. Yeah. I love it too. I love, I just kind of rub their little heads like, all right, your service is now ended. Really? Are you sure?
Can you go
Yeah.
again?
Yeah.
Um, okay. Do you feel like you're living and serving in your purpose?
In some aspects, I do feel that way. Um,
Mm-hmm.
reason why I say that is because when it comes to me being an esthetician, I'm helping allow my clients to relax and also feel confident in their skin.
Mm-hmm.
Um, wellness and beauty helps with fulfilling my need to be a service to others. Um, even as a child, when I was a child, when, as you read in the article, I said I wanted to be the Pope, and they
Yeah,
told
yeah, yeah,
me.
yeah. Yeah, the
So
nuns
I
was like, "What you talking about, honey?
right.
Mm-hmm.
You said I could be anything I want to be. Why would you lie to
Yeah,
me?
but why say the Pope and you say no? Why? Why?
Right. The lie.
Logic reason. Yeah.
Yeah, but it helps. It fulfills my need to be of service. I've always enjoyed that aspect of helping others because, some people do need that helping hand. Even as a business owner, I still work a regular, well, it's not 9 to 5. I work 12-hour shifts
Okay.
in customer service. And
Mhm.
the people that I deal with, they're coming from accidents or police impounded vehicles, and they don't
Mhm.
know what to do. Um, even then, sometimes like they come in, they're just frantic, panicking, and it helps me to help them calm down. Like, hey, I understand what you're
Yeah,
going
yeah, yeah, yeah.
through, but this is what we're going to do in order to allow this process to be a little bit easier. I'll do my part. You got to do your part for us to work together for it to, work
That's
out.
right.
But that's why I say yes, I feel like I am in some aspects. Now, in other aspects, I'm not fully in my purpose because there are other things that I'm supposed to be doing as well
Right.
in terms of, healing with energy and aligning with energy and things of that nature. But I am on that path. I am on that path. I'm still working through my own things before I get to
Right.
that.
I say, sis.
Yeah,
And there's nothing wrong with that. Again, nobody put a time limit on when we supposed to finish our journey or when we supposed to reach the finish line. Again,
yeah,
it's not even about that. It's about just the experience as a whole.
yeah,
What did it take for me to get here? So when you do get there, you have more gratitude and more appreciation for it because you know what it took for you to get to where you needed to go. So
right.
there's nothing wrong with that, my love. Okay,
Mhm.
you're
Thank,
doing awesome.
thank you.
You're very welcome. Okay, can you name three of your favorite masks? It can be clay, it can be pill, it can be um uh yeah, talk about flavor over here. These kids, they always want something sweet. I tell you. Um, but yeah, boo. So mask. What would be your favorite mask? What mask would you recommend? What mask do you like to use on your customers? What mask do you use on your face yourself?
Okay, so in terms of, I'll throw some professional brand names out there. So Image Skincare, Glymed, and Eminence. Those three have me in a chokehold.
Okay, I love
um,
M&S. Let me tell you, all
Eminence
of
is
them.
amazing.
Yes, all of
Amazing.
them. The Cosmic one has me in a definite chokehold. I'm gonna say that.
Really? I haven't
Yeah,
tried that one. I gotta look into that.
yeah. It's not
You
it's
said
not a big
chocolate?
no. It's a Cosmic one. It's a
Oh,
Cosmic.
okay, okay, okay.
Um, it's not too much of a difference that you feel with your skin. It's more so just for the aesthetic in a
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
sense. So
Hey, that's fine. That's fine.
right.
It's still doing its purpose and whatever it needs to do for your skin because your skin looks great.
Well, thank you, thank you. I've always had good skin. I've never had like a bad acne. I've never had like any irritations, no eczema. And honestly, no, I I wash my face with my aloe vera soap,
Mm-hmm.
right? During the summer, I usually make this blueberry green tea mist for my face with
Mm-hmm.
with a little bit of olive oil in it, and I
Mm-hmm.
just spritz and rub it on. It's very very light.
Yeah.
Um, and then for Sundays, that's my self care Sundays. I dedicate that to taking care of my whole entire from inward to outward, And
Mm-hmm.
so I do make sure that I'm doing my weekly facials. I do make sure that I'm putting my little eye pads under my eyes and getting my proper rest and drinking water. Again, because we getting older, we're not getting young, right?
Yeah.
And it's very essential that we take care of our bodies the proper way.
Yeah. That's
Okay.
right.
All right. So, what advice would you give your 20-year-old self?
Don't cut off your antennas. Don't do it. Do
Okay. So
not do it.
how has that transition been for you?
Oh, so you're familiar with Samson and Delilah, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So when Delilah cut off Samson's locks, he lost his power.
Mhm.
That's
Mhm.
exactly how I felt.
Really?
Yeah, I said, "Oh no, what is this? What is going on?" So this is my second round with locks. I
Well, they
had
look good. They look nice and healthy.
thank you. I had sister locks before, and at the time, I kind of did it for like spite in a sense. The relationship I was in at the time, my boyfriend said to me, "Don't cut your locks," because I would be very upset. I'm like, "It's hair; it'll grow back. What are you talking about?"
Right. Right.
Everything.
Right. Right.
Um, and when I did that, it was immediate regret. I felt like when Britney Spears was having her mental breakdown. No, I'm serious. I'm serious.
No, I understand because it happened to me. I woke up
Mhm.
one morning, shook. I went in the mirror and I just looked at my hair and I was like, I'm cutting my hair off. And my husband came in the bathroom and he was like, what you doing? Stop for a minute. You need to talk about something. Are you going through something? Like, talk to me. You love your hair. So what's happening? And I was like, I'm just tired. It feels like it's weighing me down. And girl, I took some clippers. It was a whole Britney Spears moment. Why do we gotta do the middle of our head first? That's my question.
I don't know. I guess because like once you do it, like that's it. There's no hiding it. What are you
There's
gonna
no,
put there?
there's no taking it back. You just
Yeah,
gotta keep going.
yeah. But yeah, that's why that's my advice to my 20-year-old self. Don't cut your antennas. Don't allow anyone to make you feel like, oh, you don't think I'm gonna do it? Let me show you right
Right,
quick.
right. To
Because
challenge you. It was a
yeah,
challenge. It was like, yeah. Listen, you had a whole Lilith moment. You was like, I don't want to abide by your rule. I don't want to listen to what you gotta say. I don't want to do that. So I'm gonna do what I want to do. Now
yep,
what?
exactly,
You won.
exactly.
Now what? And then it was like afterwards, you sat with yourself and you was
Like, what did I do? What is this?
like, yeah, you can turn on. Thank you.
It was I will say that experience definitely taught me another form of self-love, especially
Yes.
to go through that stage of like the afro puff. I mean, when I was a baby, I had an afro puff. I'm not sure if you see my baby pictures that I've posted, but it's just a little afro puff.
Right, right.
And so trying to figure out like how am I going to what am I going to do with these 4C curls? What am I going to do? These are tight curls.
Yes,
They don't
yes.
talk about this on YouTube when they're doing like their hair. I don't know how much money I spent
On
being a
hair products, I think I spent more hair products on my head when it was about 2, 3 inches on my head pertaining to when I had the long luscious hair. Like
yeah,
literally, Noel, it's like can two. And can two had me in a whole chokehold. Okay. I don't know how many products I had used of them.
yeah,
So I get it. And then it's like you only got these little teeny tiny curls. What you think you're doing? Like just shower,
exactly,
conditioner, and take your behind outside to go do what you need to do.
exactly.
Okay. So my next question to you is what piece of advice would you give my viewers about skincare?
Okay, so my advice to the viewers: skincare is progressive and it should be treated with care. Don't follow trends that you see on TikTok from unlicensed
Mm-hmm.
professionals, as it can cause you to create unnecessary damage to your skin. This goes back to what I was saying earlier when I go through social media and I see people promoting products and they're saying, "Oh, what can I get this from?" and things like that. You don't even
Mm-hmm.
know what your skin type actually is. You don't
Right.
know how these products are going to affect your skin. You don't even know what condition your skin currently is in. So I will always recommend either doing research if you can't afford to go to an esthetician, or even, there are a lot of estheticians out there. Just simply contact one of them, ask if you can do like a consultation. If like they
Right.
can give you some free advice on like,
Mm-hmm.
what your skin is, because there are some people out there that will give you that information that you're looking for. So always treat your skin with care. Um,
Right.
yeah, don't use raw ingredients on your products, on your face either, because they're not formulated to your skin's pH. Now, if you're using raw ingredients and you have formulated it to your skin's pH, you're fine. But to do like, what are they doing now? The rice masks that I've seen, it's like Korean skincare or something like that. I saw somebody boil
Oh,
rice.
yeah. And it's like our skin are two different entities, honey. two different entities.
Right, but
We
each
even gonna get started off of that because the amount of of the amount of people that are using Korean skincare products.
now I will say Korean skincare products, they're really good. They're gentle because they're focusing on the integrity and health of your skin.
Right.
Now, when it comes to people, just like I said, boiling rice, blending it up and slapping it on their face and saying, oh, this is Korean skincare, Koreans don't do that. They actually use formulated skincare products. So make sure to always use products that have been formulated to your skin's pH, which is a 4.7, which is a 4.7. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Where are we, honey? Okay, let's talk about self-love for a second before we get up out of here, right? The journey of self-love isn't a very easy journey, right?
Yeah.
Some women struggle more than others. Some men struggle more than others. Some people just have that natural je ne sais quoi, right? But how can we be more resourceful, right? With practicing more self-care for self-love.
How can you be more resourceful when practicing self-care for self-love?
Right.
Okay. So this will go back to asking questions to licensed estheticians, or if you can, go to a dermatologist. Once you start getting that satisfaction or that result that you're looking for, and you're seeing a difference, that's going to open up a completely different part of you understanding yourself and appreciating yourself more. It will help allow you to be more compassionate towards yourself, give yourself more grace, while also helping to instill discipline and creating a routine that makes you happy to help you.
Yes. Yes. I agree. Routine. First thing when you raise up in the morning, gratitude.
Yep.
Gratitude for the fact that you woke up. It's rising. That's one. Gratitude for yourself, gratitude for the creator, gratitude for your environment, gratitude for all the things you have and all the things that you do not have. Right? And then when you get up out your bed and you go to your bathroom, when you brush your teeth and when you wash your face, you need to be listening to affirmations. Affirmations of empowerment, affirmations of love, affirmations of acceptance, affirmation. It don't have to be a whole 30 minutes. It could be something as short as 5 minutes, something as short as 10 minutes, just to start your day, just for you to hear something. Hold on a minute, shit. Okay, I'm back. So it's like you have to adopt this routine, right? Because again, it gives you a great start to the morning. Your great start to with the morning rising. It gives you a great start to your rising, right? Which contributes to the rest of your day. Right? The attributes that you woke up with, right, follow you throughout the rest of your day. Right? And so when you start off in a positive mode, you start off in a loving mode, you start off in a welcoming manner, you start off in an accepting manner. Also, self-forgiveness is very, very, very important for you to have, because a lot of us women and a lot of us men walk around not only not forgiving other people, but not
We have to
forgiving
do
ourselves.
something else.
Walking around with shame and guilt and resentment and trauma and a whole bunch of unnecessary stuff because we never said positive things to
Mm-hmm.
ourselves. We never had somebody say anything positive to us. We might have grown up with a mom or a dad who wasn't as loving and as nurturing as you may have wanted to experience as a child.
Yeah.
And so now is the time when you have to start implementing these things to kind of uplift you on a daily basis.
Yeah.
Okay? After, and this is a known fact, after practicing something for 21 days, it becomes a habit. Wouldn't
Mm-hmm.
you rather it be a positive habit than you having a negative habit, right?
Exactly.
Having something to uplift you and to empower you, not only so you can serve yourself for the day, but your children.
Yeah.
Like it got to a point with my babies that in the morning I would start practicing affirmations with them in the morning before they left out for school.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and it made them feel good. Some mornings when I may have forgot, they might have said, "Hey, mom, you forgot our affirmations. We gotta say that before we walk out the door." You know, and it's
Mm-hmm.
important. It makes you feel good. It makes you
Yeah.
feel loved. It makes you feel appreciated. It makes you feel valued, and
Mm-hmm.
that's what self love is. Self
Yeah.
love is pouring all those beautiful things back into your cup and drinking every last drop without offering anybody
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah.
It's not selfish. It's not selfish at all.
At all.
Okay? It's selfless
Yes.
because we spend so much of our time loving other people, loving other people, loving other people that
No
we neglect
back to
ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
And we have to stop doing that. We have to take the time to pour into ourselves. Take yourself out to dinner. Take yourself out to the movies. Take yourself shopping. Take yourself to go buy some flowers. Go to a tea shop and buy you a cup of tea just to sit there and stare out the window. Like,
Yeah.
you know, little teeny tiny things. Go to the bookstore. You ain't got to buy the book. Sit in the aisle and read the book. It made you feel good. Take
Yeah.
a picture of pages so you can carry it forth with you again.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody wants to say memes to their phone. What memes do you have in your phone? Do you have a meme in your phone that saying, "Hey, I love you today. Hey,
Mm-hmm.
you're beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, you matter. You're important. You
Yeah.
are heard. You are seen." Like
Mm-hmm.
that's important for you to do for yourself
So
on a daily basis. Some
yeah.
people may call it you being conceited. Oh, she's full of herself. No, it's two different things.
Mm-hmm. Two different
It's
things.
based on the ego.
Right.
So love is based off empowering yourself and watering yourself so you will be able to grow the proper way.
Exactly. Exactly.
Okay. So I recommend that for everybody,
Mm-hmm.
for men, for women, for children, for the damn dog that's sitting at your feet right now. Self
Okay.
love is important. Stand in front of the mirror and just say thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Thank you for my flaws. Thank you for my perfection.
Right.
Thank you
Thank
for the
you
things
for
that I don't like. Thank you for the things that I find immaculate about myself.
Yep. Thank you for all of my experiences, everything that I've learned, all the wisdom that I've gained. Thank you for just life itself and the people that are in my life.
Thank you. You
Mm-hmm.
don't know how far a thank you can go. There's
Yeah.
there's a mantra that says I am sorry. I love
Mm-hmm.
you. Please forgive me and thank you. And you
Mm-hmm.
don't say that to nobody else. You say that to yourself
Yourself.
105 times. Yes, it's repetitive, but guess what? Eventually, even when you don't have to speak those words are speaking for you within you, and it's pouring
Mm-hmm.
outward. And you
Yeah.
wondering why you walking around feeling like you a whole ray of sunshine. You a whole ray
Mm-hmm.
of sunshine because you poured into yourself. Now
Yeah.
that flower is able to blossom, and that flower is able to grow, and now you can receive the nurturing that you need to receive on a daily basis. Like people, for real, it's
It's
important.
it's necessary.
Very much.
It's part of our design and why we're here.
Hello. Okay, so let me ask you this question. How
Mhm.
often should we practice self-love?
As often as you possibly
As
can.
often as you
As you
possibly.
possibly can.
Every day, every minute
Every
of the
day.
day, every hour,
Exactly.
every second, every day of the week, every day. You
Yeah.
gotta celebrate you every day.
Yeah, it gives us something to look forward to, and it's also
Yes.
creating our happy space within ourselves and anywhere that we go. Even for those who are starting off, like you said, it takes 21 days for uh to create a habit. So if you're
Mm-hmm.
doing it for 21 days, you've now created something that you look forward to, like, hey, I did a good job. I like this. I'm gonna
Yes.
keep doing it. And then the moment that you stop, oh no,
Yeah.
I don't like this feeling. Um,
And it's a drop. It's a huge
it's
drop.
a roller coaster. It's like,
Your body and your mind and your soul is like, wait a minute, you've been giving this to me. Where is it?
right, exactly. I need more.
How am I supposed? How am I supposed to go on?
Exactly.
Like legit, you can't just take that away. Okay,
Right.
so also what are some methods of self love that you would recommend?
Um, for me, the biggest method, which we've this past 5 minutes of us talking about self-love, is gratitude.
Mm-hmm.
That for me is the biggest way of practicing self-love, because when you're gracious about your experiences and what you've gone through and how it shaped you to who you are in this present time, it
Mm-hmm.
allows you to be more compassionate to yourself
Yes.
and others. It allows you to look at life in like almost like a psychedelic trip.
Absolutely.
It's
Absolutely.
like,
Life becomes colorful,
exactly. You can,
vibrant,
yes,
radiant,
exactly.
vivid.
Exactly.
Okay. Yeah.
Exactly. Like at this point, where I am now in my life, especially after what I had gone through from 2019 to 2022, I swear I understand what the dog next door is saying. Like,
Mm.
so they, when the dog is outside, I kid you not, it's as if the dog is saying, "Help me, get me out of here. I want to be released." And I'm
Right.
like, oh, you poor thing. I'm gonna kidnap you, and then I'm gonna just, we're gonna go. We're gonna go.
Right. Right. Right.
Yeah, but it allows you to see things in a different perspective. And like you said, it's more vibrant, it's more colorful, and you have a better understanding of just everything. And
Yeah.
when people don't do that, it's like, I
For
yeah.
me, for me, it's affirmations. I'm big, big, big on affirmations.
Mm-hmm.
Because I like to speak life into people. I like to speak
Mm-hmm.
love into people. I like to speak um um light, as a whole. Just shine a light on somebody. So,
Yeah.
with that being said, my darling, I have some affirmations for you before we get up out of here, okay?
Okay.
So, let me grab my affirmation because I saved them to my phone. Okay. Come on, Luna. Me and these kids. Let me tell you, my phone is all of my children. I need another phone just to have it for me. Um.
Yes.
Okay. So this is called a skin script,
Mm-hmm.
right? And it's
Mm-hmm.
daily affirmations for the esthetician. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And so we're going to recite these affirmations, right? And then I want you to carry these affirmations forth with you.
Okay.
Okay. All
Mm-hmm.
right. So first one, take a couple deep breaths, right? Close your eyes, just relax. And two, three, one, and exhale nice and smooth. And we're gonna do one more breath just like that. And three, two, one, and we're going to hold it and release. Nice and peace. And so I want you to say, I draw new clients to myself every day.
I draw new clients to myself every day.
I have the power to achieve my dreams.
I have the power to achieve my dreams.
I nourish my mind, my body, and my creative spirit.
I nourish my mind, my body, and my creative spirit.
I choose to make positive, healthy choices for myself and for my business.
I choose to make healthy and positive choices for myself and my
And my
business.
business. Yes, ma'am. I make a difference with every client I have.
I make a difference with every client that I have.
I reframe challenging situations into opportunities for growth.
Say that for me one more time.
I reframe
I reframe
challenging situations
challenging situations
into opportunities for growth.
into opportunities for growth.
I will always be successful because I believe in myself.
I will always be successful because I believe in myself.
All my relationships are loving and and grounding.
All of my relationships are loving and grounding.
I acknowledge and use my knowledge to create solutions for all my clients.
I acknowledge and use my knowledge
To create
to create
solutions
solutions
for my clients.
for my clients.
I am love.
I am love.
I am light.
I am light.
I am balance.
I am balanced.
And I am grounded to the earth.
And I am grounded to the earth.
Asheo, sister.
Asheo.
Asheo.
Ooh, start going into a meditative state right there. Spinning.
That was the plan, my dear. That was the plan. Okay. So I have like 2 minutes and then my computer is about to like die because I didn't charge it. So before you go, what is a parting message that you can give to my viewers, and also drop all your social media handles or your contact information so anybody can get to you when they need any of your services?
Okay, so my parting message to the viewers,
Just want to charge it, baby.
practice your self-love. Be kind to yourself, be kind to others, and allow yourself the grace that you need to navigate as you move forward through this world. In terms of reaching out to me, you guys can reach out to me either through Facebook, Instagram, or TikTok. They're all the same thing, Noelle's Healing Table, NOELLE''S Healing Table, or you can email me, contact me via email through experiencehealing@noellshealingtable.com. I cannot hear you.
Okay, sorry. I had to get the charger because my laptop was like, doot, doot. I didn't want it to cut off on you or what you were saying. Shook, thank you so much for being on tonight's podcast. I thoroughly enjoyed you on. Thank you for your beautiful energy. Thank you for all the knowledgeable information that you gave to my viewers tonight. You are greatly appreciated. All the work that you do is highly valued. Don't let nobody tell you that it isn't. you make a difference in people's life on a daily basis. Okay, and as I always say to you, I love you dearly, and I'm very, very, very proud of you. Okay, and I'm proud to call you my spiritual sister.
Thank you so much. I love you too. I'm so proud to be able to call you my spiritual sister. Thank you for this opportunity. Like I said, 2024 has definitely been a different view and outlook for my business, and moving forward, I'm more confident than I was in the past couple of years. So I greatly appreciate this. I really do.
Well, good. I'm happy. Listen, it's only up from here. There's more positivity and more abundance and more prosperity that is coming your way. And again, sis, just keep vibing in your light. Just keep vibing in your love. Just keep doing all the things that you're doing. And spirit gonna continue to carry you as high as it is that you need to go. Okay?
Yeah.
All right. And for my viewers, thank you guys for joining us tonight for another Luna Darling podcast. Our next episode will be coming up next week, if not Sunday, because I do have a guest that I need. To have on Sunday. But if I'm not on Sunday, we'll be back for Man Mondays and Thursdays, and I have to get this Divine Duality chat set up pretty soon. So I will be requesting you to come back on for that. It's gonna be juicy and it's gonna be very good.
Excited.
But again, you guys know if you need me, you can reach me at Luna Darling on Facebook, Luna Darling Experience 222 on Instagram. You can reach me at Dr. L Darling 25 at gmail.com. If you guys may like to be a guest on the podcast, you are more than welcome to come on. If you guys had any questions, please feel free to send me a message. If there's any of my guests on that you may have missed their information, you can contact me so I can plug you in with them as well. And with that being said, my beautiful souls, you guys have a lovely, lovely evening and a beautiful rising, and we will see you again next week. Thank you, Shug.
Thank you for having me. You guys have a great night.
Good night.
Night.
Okay, wait.